I actually have tiger eye.
Okay, beautiful.
This is like what? Blue
Lapis lazuli. Yeah.
Amethyst. Rose quartz.
Yeah.
What's this? Clear quartz.
Clear quartz.
I don't really recognize.
Aventurine. This is hematite. That's like a stone. Are you familiar with like the tree of life?
I'm not very familiar. I've heard of it. But...
Well, this is a stone that helps you with manifesting your willpower.
I see.
And grounding you as well.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. I have a bunch of stones. I just don't know what each one of them does, but yeah. But so today you can. I'm more than willing to pay for the reading. You say you do a free one and then a more in-depth for $10.
Right. The free one is like because part of this is also me understanding the nuances of what I've created.
Right.
So the free one is like, well, am I speaking to an energy that you can connect with? Because I'm an energy reader, I'm not a psychic.
Oh, I see.
Like, I'm not going to look at you and say, well, I can see that you have an answer. I'm not going to do that.
Right.
Like, what this does is this taps into the divine essence and the divine energies around you. And then it tells you the most dominant energies that's playing inside your reading.
I see.
So if you're asking me about love, what's going to happen is I'm going to comment on an entrance of yours that you've been involved with. And it's going to give you a comment on that. It's not necessarily just focused on you, but all the energy surrounding this decision or this question.
I see.
So internally, you might feel a different way than what I just explained to you. One sister asked me about a husband of hers that left her for somebody else. And the card that came up was there was great joy in the situation. The joy wasn't necessarily with her. So that was disturbing. 5 minutes later, another sister asked me about a reading about a brother that she was engaged with. She was new, and she was loving the energy, and I was like, well, that's what the reading tells me. It's new and you're loving the energy. But you want to be careful because the other part of the oracle system is related to the planet and planetary understanding, astrology. And so one of the figures that came up was related to Mars. And whenever you have Mars in a relationship, you want to be careful because it's extreme passion. So you're going to be there's going to be a really energetic relationship and it's going to fulfill you passionately. But Mars is kind of in balance as far as stability is concerned.
Right.
And so whenever you get a Mars reading inside and asking about a relationship, you want to be careful and try to see how that Mars energy plays out. The way that played out for that sister is his brother ended up being imbalanced. After he came back and they dealt with each other for a few weeks later, the sister came back to me and was like, wow, I was thinking about everything you just said to me and how I should be careful because it was really passionate, but now he's in a mental hospital, because he's imbalanced. So I was like, well, that's what it said. It's very deep. I mean, I would not be out here with the confidence.
Can you say stuff about like actual like success or like goal, like career-wise?
I can tell you what it looks like for you. I can tell you the energy surrounding you. I can tell you whether or not this is something that will be beneficial or something that you should be cautious about engaging in.
Okay.
But I cannot tell you, I will not give you a yes or no. And then to protect myself, I have to say entertainment purposes, so on and so forth. So no one's coming back at me. Any legal. Well, you told me based on the cards. I know people who actually gotten in those situations, and they've been sued and so on and so forth, or tried to get sued, but protected. So I have to say that first, but I can definitely tell you what the energy is surrounding a situation, whichever way you decide to go.
Okay.
I can discuss what's happened in the past because every reading is dependent upon two situations in order to produce the third, the judgment. So like every question has a past to it. A past that you're asking about, that you want clarity on. So I can tell you what the past is about that question and what your decision will lead to in the future. What your future is going to kind of look like if you make this decision.
Okay,
so
cool.
Ready?
Yep.
All right. So this is 100% participatory. It's not like you're just going to sit here.
Okay.
So there is a prayer that is shared between the both of us.
Okay.
I say certain words and you repeat.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. You cut the cards, you spread them, and choose.
Okay.
Understood?
Yep.
So before we begin, then, you want to show your viewers this? So this is a worksheet that I have to help me with the reading. So this is clear. This is a reading. The figures themselves, they have different nuances to them, and so each reading can get a deeper and deeper understanding. So I record them and study them for myself, and I really ask for feedback on them. That's part of the reason why usually the first one is free, so I can get feedback on what the energy is commenting
Right.
on. So, so what is your question?
Questions such as, I'm kind of like,
Because this is random, like you really didn't come up like you had a question, so this is a dare. So
no, this wasn't a dare. My dare was to tell you about Twitch Prime. But I was just genuinely interested in this.
okay, beautiful.
I guess I'm just more so questioning or just curious about like my career path, or like, you know, because I have a few things coming up for me. So as far as like Twitch goes, or I'm coming up with my own clothing line in about a month and a half, and things like that. So I don't know.
So we're gonna do, the questions are usually formed comment on the energy surrounding. And so when you comment on the energy surrounding a situation, then you get to tell what factors are involved. You're asking about success or failure.
Right.
So now let's kind of get clear. So you're talking about which venture, because I can't comment on everything.
Right.
Because, well, I could, but it would be vague.
Right.
You know, and then you have to put it together. Like, I need, which do you want, the Twitch? Do you want the clothing line comment? Which comment on the success of the clothing line? Because you're already going to do it. That's not the question. And then you're doing Twitch, so that's not the question either. I'll give you a 3-card reading. That'll give you more. A 3-card reading. The first card tells you a dominant energy. And the dominant energy is really kind of an energy that's common sense. The second card is the hidden factors in the situation. That's the internal makeup of what's going on inside the reading. And then the third, which is it's a meditation advice. You know, it's a meditation, a visualization, and a chant related to success in the undertaking.
Okay.
Are they commenting? Who is this guy? This guy is Pseudo.
They said, talk about your charisma. They said you were chill.
Oh, beautiful.
They're talking about the guy's socks in the background, mainly.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I thought something different. You heard my comments.
Yeah.
So what is it that you're asking about? Because we know what you're going to do. You said, so comment on the success of your clothing line, or comment on the energy. What should I do to manifest success in my clothing line? So what is the question?
Let's do a Twitch.
Okay.
And growth on Twitch. And I guess, what should I ask? What should I do to try to, I guess, the next step forward when it comes to Twitch?
Okay, so what energy should I manifest in order to move myself forward on Twitch?
Yes. Someone asked me to ask you, is the world flat?
You know what? Those conversations, that's really new. That's something that's been in development for like the last 2 or 3 years. And my brother recently told me that's a conversation in relationship to like an argument against the church. When that whole thing came out, back whoever the scientist was that proved the earth was round. Flat or round nonetheless. Aliens, other life on planets, all these other questions that brothers and sisters are concerned with in relationship to giving themselves other meaning in the universe is not something I necessarily concern myself with, because what is of more value is the ability to incorporate knowledge into your life that will bring you more peace, more balance, and the ability to have success in the journey that you're taking. And so if you choose to say, are to get into the discussion whether or not the earth is round or flat, the question becomes, how does that help you in your journey in your life at the moment? For me, just like when someone wants to prove whether or not aliens exist, their existence is of no consequence in relationship to what do I eat next, or how do I interact with the next person that I engage with.
Right. One more question: is water wet? Sorry,
why is the sky blue? It's fire hot.
All right, sorry. We can go ahead.
Yeah.
So I ain't trying to, but like, you know how long you gonna take? I'm trying to talk to him too, or like, it's just like I ain't trying to rush though.
Well, let me be with the sister, brother.
Yeah, but you know, like, how long, or like, if I have to come back?
It would probably be better to come back. It will be as long as it takes.
Okay.
And if you want to contact me, you can hit me up with Cosmocentric Mystic. But yeah, but our session is our session now.
Oh, okay. All right. So,
In time, brother, I'll be with you.
all right. I just.
All right.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Sorry.
So comment on the energy. What is your name, sister?
Janet.
Should we say success?
Yeah.
So the guiding energy or the guiding planetary force around your question is Ma'at, Jupiter. And Jupiter deals with business success and success in general.
Uh-huh.
And for the brothers and sisters that are watching, I have a very long way to go in relationship to my mastery of any system.
Mm-hmm.
I am still a novice, and the only reason I do this is because there's a compulsion by the ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's clear that.
Okay.
Everything else is gone now.
Okay.
All right, so hold the cards with me and repeat after me. This is an Aramaic, these are Aramaic words. I belong to a monastery with a teacher, so the words that you will be repeating will be peace and love, walk in love, talk in love, pray in love.
Whoa, hold on. Say that one more time. So sorry.
Don't worry, but I'm just telling you what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
Because essentially what you're asking for from the universe is that you have your existence in love. And love is the love of the divine essence that takes care of you every step of the way, even in pain.
Mm-hmm.
So, Omoheba, repeat after me. Omoheba,
Omoheba.
Omoheba,
Omoheba.
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 Total Om, Total Om, Total Om. Total Om, Total Om, Total Om.
Total Om.
Total Om. Tefila Om Im Oheba. Tefila Om Im Oheba.
Oheba.
Baruch Im
Oheba.
Oheba. Haim Om Im Oheba. 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 So cut the cards. And choose.
Just one?
Just one. So this seems like This one is saying you feel like you're in a place in which movement is very limited, and that you need to. There's something that needs to be let go of. There is great success for you waiting, but you have to figure out what the issues are that's holding you back from this. There's something that is stopping your forward movement, or something that needs to be let go of. There's something that you're holding on to. It could be fear, it could be a person, it could be a situation, but there is something there that is stopping you from moving forward. Not right now, brother. So, does that resonate?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just leave it at that. But the figure that you got, so now, if you were to do a regular geomancy reading, this would be your past and this would be the future. This isn't the card you pulled, but this would be your past, this would be your future. This would be the ultimate outcome of the situation. Because I didn't do that and I've combined everything, what I'm telling you are the energies involved in the situation. So ultimately, you have a great force behind you that's working. You just have to step out. So there must be something that you need to let go of in order to get this success. Now let's look at the hidden factors in the situation.
Sorry. Oh, go ahead. Guys, hold on one second.
Do you have to go?
No. Someone just donated money.
So if you could cut the cards. Whoa. So what's holding you back? What are all these forces around you that's stopping you from moving? These are like internal things that's there. Like,
Was that the same?